This Trump supporter found out the hard way. The Watson family had been dairy farming since before the Civil War. Brad Watson supported Donald Trump in 2024 because Trump promised to be the most pro-farmer president you've ever had. Unfortunately for Brad, instead of getting a pro-farmer president, he got a pro-foreign government president. The war in Iran sent gas and fertilizer prices up 70%. Feed also doubled, and now Brad was losing several $100s a day. After losing his best purebred cow in an accident, he texted his father Brian, "I can't keep going like this. I could make more picking cans up off the road. I'm done." The average Pennsylvania family dairy farm was earning about $20 for every 100 pounds of milk. And now that same amount costs nearly $30 to produce. Literally paying to work. Brian replied to Brad, "Don't think you failed. You're the last Watson milking." I would say voting for the guy directly responsible for ruining your family's legacy is an epic fail. And Fafo and I, we love to see it. Brad dialed up an auction house and the ad read, "Farm is going dry. Every cow must go." With farmers struggling, Brad had believed that Trump might help them, and he appreciated the frustration in Trump's speeches about America's decline. His dad, Brian, was more cynical. He'd seen generations of politicians riding tractors and pandering to rural America as more farmers went under. And his son, Brad, fell for that oldest trick in the book. Now the Watson family farm is done. Another farm gone. And it's all thanks to Trump, the guy he voted for. Now the Watson family farm is going to be known as the Wuhan farm.
I talked to one farmer who lives right next to a data center. Not a new calf since they built that data center. The noise is called nothing but stillbirths. So it's doing that to cattle. What is it going to be doing to our kids? What is it going to be doing to our family members? Texas law says that every homeowner has the right to quiet enjoyment of their property. How are we going to have that if they create this noise, they create this heat, they jack up our water bills, they jack up our power bills? No, that violates right to quiet enjoyment. There is a part of me that is really, really worried that AI is going to be basically that apple of knowledge, that if we take a bite out of it and we are not ready for it, that we will either destroy or be removed from this blue marble of Eden that we call our home.
I'm going to try to get through this without crying. My name is Louise, and me and my family own a wheat farm in Kansas. We are all certainly lifelong Republicans, and we were so happy to vote for Trump in all three of his elections. However, we were certainly not aware that he was going to put a funding freeze on all USAID. 100% of our wheat produce is bought by USAID and shipped out of the country. So our farm is completely bankrupt. We have no customer. We had this whole deal with the US government, and now that is just gone in a second. And we are completely decimated. USAID buys about $2 billion worth of American farmers' goods annually, and every single one of those farms is in the same boat as us now. It's a sinking boat. He didn't consider us at all when he made these decisions, and it would be impossible for any world leader to do something that could negatively affect us more than what Trump has done to us. And we voted for him.
He is not helping the farmer. I mean, we farm about 3,500 acres. We are going to be so far in the red.
We've got a real disaster with this tariff deal. I mean, for the first time in 20 years, China's bought 0 soybeans and 0 new crop corn out of this country, from 12 billion to 0.
I farm 800 acres by myself. I can't afford any help. I farm with paid for equipment. All my tractors are 50 years old, and I can't hardly make this deal work.
I've never been as worried as I am now about whether or not my kids and grandkids will be able to carry on.
5 of my customers have committed suicide. That's how serious that this is.
When are you going to stand up for us instead of kissing his ass for these trade deals?
Best case scenario for this year,
that we never have to talk about tariffs again. You know it's getting bad when a farmer said he hasn't seen a single bee nearby since a data center was built. But now it's getting outright dystopian that another Texas farmer claimed every calf since a data center arrived has been stillborn, meaning they have no signs of life. Clayton Tucker, who is running for Texas Agriculture Commissioner, shared the rancher's story at a public meeting. They believe the low-frequency hum and vibration from a nearby energy facility are causing his cows to now sleep by the road. A similar story comes from Bell County, Texas. Fowler Farms reports that since the construction of a $700 million data center within 5 miles of his property, it's emitting constant noise, including low-frequency sound that's audible to animals but not humans. He says this is preventing them from breeding and can cause grown cattle to lose roughly 30% of body weight. The scariest part is the fact that we still don't have any long-term studies on the impact of these EMFs and data centers on animals. But what's become undeniable is the new hyperscaling of data centers is putting real strain on rural land, water, and power systems. Just in Texas, nearly 2 million acres and 20,000 farms have disappeared in just 5 years, with that number growing every single day. It's up to consumers to help put a stop to this. It has to start with supporting our local farmers, so you can use the Localized Farmers Market app to connect with these local producers.
What happens when the policies you supported start threatening your own livelihood? American farmers are facing rising input costs, expensive fertilizer and fuel, uncertain markets, and growing pressure on farmland. So now the question is simple. When rural communities start hurting, who should they hold accountable? Let's watch more clips and we'll come back to talk about it.
You've said you have almost no equity left.
It's getting down, it's getting low.
You think you can make it another year?
I don't know. Do you just keep going, rolling the dice, hoping things will turn? I mean, it's not looking good.
President Trump has promised a new bailout for American farmers, as much as $13 billion that he said would be paid for by the tariffs.
We're going to take some of that tariff money that we made, we're going to give it to our farmers, who are, for a little while, going to be hurt until it kicks in. The tariffs kick into their benefit.
Like most farmers we spoke to, Daniels and Carmack say they'd rather work their fields than rely on taxpayer money.
It will help pay some bills, but that's not fixing the problem.
Yeah,
it's a Band-Aid when we need stitches.
Can you wait? Can you wait this out?
Farm families can't wait.
I hear it's affecting your health.
Yes. 4 blood pressure pills a day. 3 different medicines. 2 years ago, none.
What do you think about when you go to bed at night?
What's going to be left in a year, 2 years? Am I the one that broke what started in the late 1800s?
A major tech company recently approached them, hoping to buy their land for a data center.
We turned them down.
Yeah.
There's not enough money to buy my farmland that's been here for 175 years.
But the company hasn't let up.
We don't feel free anymore. It's like we don't have a decision for our future. We're being told what our future is going to be.
And these farmers say their livelihood is at stake.
You're not going to grow corn, soybeans, and wheat here because it's going to be a desert. It's going to devalue all the property around you.
They're going to deplete the water. They're going to deplete our availability to grow food for everybody by getting rid of farm ground. It's way bigger than everybody thinks.
They say a data center would bring pollution like noise and light, destroying the only life they've ever known.
But it's quiet out here. People know each other. You know, you know who moves in. You know, I mean, you lived here for 25 years. You're the new person in the neighborhood.
We owe it to all our community. It's going to take everybody to stand up and say they're fed up. So you better join the fight now, because it's going to be on your doorstep next.
Farmers deserve support, but supporting farmers also means having a honest conversation about why they are struggling in the first place. Rising fertilizer and fuel costs, unpredictable markets, international competition, trade policies, and pressure on farmland can all create serious challenges for agricultural communities. And that's why simply blaming one person or one political party doesn't tell the whole story. But accountability still matters. If politicians make promises to rural America, farmers have every right to ask whether those promises are producing the results they were promised. And if a policy creates unintended consequences, acknowledging those consequences isn't an attack on farmers. It's part of finding a solution. The same farmers who supported a particular political agenda don't lose their right to question it when circumstances change. In fact, that's exactly what voters are supposed to do. So the bigger question isn't whether farmers deserve sympathy. Of course they do. The question is, what policies will actually help them survive, remain competitive, and keep their communities economically strong? And if the policies are not working, are we willing to change course even when admitting it is politically uncomfortable? Share your thoughts in the comments respectfully, and before you go, do well to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next.